Hello mga ka-vapors and welcome to The Missing Point. I really do hope that you guys are doing great habang pinapanood ang video to. So dito sa The Missing Point, we will discuss those certain details na nakaligtaan or hindi natin nakita na may malaking impact sa ating mga Filipino, whether it is politics or entertainment or sports na ating dapat bigyan ng tuon dahil either may negative or positive impact ito sa mga buhay natin or sa pang-araw-araw natin. Well, today, ang gusto ko pag-usapan is ang interview ni Attorney Topacio just this morning when ex-congressman Arnie Teves arrived in the Philippines. So, hindi ako nagandahan rather sa statement niya. Sa tabas ng dila niya, I understand na marami naman sa atin ang hindi naman talaga fan ng bunganga ng abogadong to. Well, for you to understand what I'm trying to say, let's dig into it. Pakinggan natin to. Interview niya just this morning.
Halos lahat po o pwede nating sabihin lahat na ng mga testimonya laban sa kanya ay binawi na ng mga gumawa ng mga testimonyang yon at sinasabing sila ay tinakot, sinaktan, binigyan ng mga abogado na hindi naman nila gusto, matibay naman po ang aming depensa kung siya po ay haharap na sa hukuman.
Attorney, ano pong reaksyon ng mother po niya matapos pong makitang nakaposas pati po naka-chain yung paa ni Representative Teves?
Siyempre po kahit naman sinong ina mababasag po, madudurog ang puso. At yun nga po ang kanyang hinaing bakit daw ginaganon ang kanyang anak. Samantalang sa ilalim naman ng ating saligang batas ay presumed innocent na parang hinihiya, pinapakita na nakakahiya. Hindi lang posas kasi, kanina manakels pati paa na para naman tatakas yung kanyang.
Now, ito, we understand the presumption of innocence unless proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Intindihan natin yan. And naintindihan natin na ang isang tao na inaaresto should be treated accordingly, humanely. That's under ng human rights natin. Pero, pag sinabi mong ang isang tao, pag pinusasan, handcuff, is ipinapahiya, then you are totally wrong. Now, ito, tignan nyo. Pakinggan nyo, sinabi niya earlier ng statement na to, ng interview na to. Mabilis lang.
Habang nandun siya, inisip na rin namin na baka noong mga panahon na hindi pa namin malaman kung anong kahihinatnan noong request for extradition, naghahanda naman po kami. Hindi po kami tumitigil dito ng paghahanda sa kanyang mga depensa. Lalong-lalo na po ngayon na halos lahat po o pwede nating sabihin lahat na ng mga testimonya laban sa kanya. Pagkat, katulad nga ng sinasabi ko sa iba, a seasoned lawyer, ako naman tumanda na sa law practice, we all.
See? Sinabi niya, he is a seasoned lawyer if he is referring to himself. But the second statement is, tumanda na ako sa practice, wherein he is referring to himself. Ang ibig sabihin, when he said, tumanda na ako sa practice, ay matagal na siyang lawyer. He's been a lawyer for a very long time. Kinatandaan niya na nga yung pagiging lawyer. Now, as a seasoned lawyer, or as a lawyer na tumanda na sa pag-aabogado, sa abogasya, bakit mo sasabihin na ang pag-handcuff sa isang tao is pagpapahiya? What's your point, Attorney Topacio? What are you trying to insinuate here? You are a lawyer, you know that is part of a protocol. That is an SOP or standard operating procedure being conducted as an action or an action being conducted under a protocol of arresting a person of a crime committed. Now, let us see. Meron akong inihanda ditong a chat GPT wherein I put a prompt, is it a standard operating procedure to put handcuffs on people being arrested for a crime? And we know chat GPT is a collection of facts all over the world, not only in the Philippines. So, sabi ni chat GPT, in the Philippines, putting handcuffs on a person being arrested is not automatically required. Hindi daw required agad, but, may but, it is part of the standard operating procedure or SOP under certain conditions. The use of handcuffs is guided by the PNP Operational Procedures Manual and must be justified by necessity, pangangailangan, or kailangan, and not done arbitrarily. So hindi ako lawyer, but fortunately, I have studied law for quite some time, specifically criminal law and criminal procedures. But you don't need to become a rocket scientist. Hindi mo kailangan maging matalino sa siyensya to know that ang direksyon ni Attorney Topacio is by saying a false statement or a statement na alam niya na mali, na pinapahiya daw ang isang tao na pinupusasan is pag-sway or pagkuha ng supporters to support his malicious idea. Nagpapakalat siya ng malicious idea na ipinapahiya si Teves and gusto niyang suportahan ito ng mga tao. And we know by the fact that he is summoning those group of people na against the government. Well, maybe it's the supporters of Duterte's, of Harry Roque, of whoever it is na against the government or vocal na against the government. Those people, ang gusto niyang kunin ang support. Grupo sila ulit kunin, yakapin ng mga supporters na mga taong against the government itong wrong ideology na naman na ipinapahiya daw ang taong pinupusasan or ipinapahiya ang tao basta pinusasan na alam niyang mali na ang pagposa sa isang tao na hinuhuli dahil sa isang krimen, we know that di pa naman siya guilty unless proven beyond reasonable doubt, but it is an SOP and alam mo yan, Attorney Topacio. So why the hell would you say that handcuffing a person arrested for a crime is the purpose of it is to blacken the reputation or ipahiya? Hindi ba intentional yan na pagmamanipulate or paglilihis sa mga tao sa katwiran? Right, Topacio? Now, let's hear you nung nakaharap mo na ang mga kapwa mo abogado na nasa NBI. Alright, tingnan natin kung ano ang decorum, anong magiging behavior mo. Ganito ka pa rin ba nung earlier interview mo that you are very certain, parang what do you call this, ang certain? Parang siguradong ka sa sinasabi mo. Now, let's see. Forward natin.
Tinanggal na po ng Timor-Leste authorities ang handcuff, pati yung sa paa niya. Pati paa niya nakakadena doon eh. So tinanggal na po ng Timor-Leste authorities, and then ako naman ay nag-order na tayo naman ang mag-handcuff. As a matter of protocol, pagka nag-aresto ka ng tao, he should be handcuffed. So pinalitan naman namin, pinalitan lang yung handcuff. At ayun nga, tinuloy na namin siya sa loob ng aircraft. Kumbaga,
see, NBI authorities or personnels are lawyers. Abogado din sila. You cannot be an organic NBI if you are not a lawyer. So lahat po to sila is lawyer, organic NBIs. So ito, kapwa abogado ni Attorney Topacio. And the director mentioned that nung kinuna na ng Timor-Leste officials or government ng handcuff and I don't know how do you say that, manacles or yung kadena sa paa, si Teves when he is about to board the plane is nag-order si Director NBI na sila naman ang mag-handcuff because it is what? It is a protocol. Diyos Marios. It is an SOP. Now, tingnan natin ang sinabi or reaction ni Topacio after the NBI discussed how the arrest goes and pertaining sa pag-handcuff nila when the Timor-Leste officials took off their own way of handcuffing a person that is being arrested. And gusto ko lang i-add, I would just like to add na ang pagkadena or paglagay ng restraints kay Arnie Teves sa paa is walang control si Philippine government. It is maybe the way of Timor-Leste government on how they arrest a certain fugitive or alleged fugitive or a person who has or committed a crime. Ganun ang way nila. May posas na restraint sa kamay and may restraint din sa paa. So, don't you ever say na it is the mandate of the Philippine government na ganunin siya. No. Tinanggal nga eh. And ang government naman natin, Philippine government, which is implemented by the NBI, ang nagkabit na naman ng handcuff na iba na pag-aari na ng government ng Philippines. Wherein wala nang restraint sa paa kasi wala naman tayo niyan eh. We never practice that. Okay? So now, tingnan natin anong reaction ni Topacio. Let's just forward this for a bit para dun tayo sa ano. Ito.
Ang gusto lamang pong iparating sa ating mga kaibigan sa media at mga kababayan natin ang pasasalamat ni Congressman Arnie Teves sa pamunuhan ng National Bureau of Investigation sa pangunguna, siyempre, ni Director and former Judge Jaime Santiago. I affirm his statements kanina that...
See? Nakikita nyo kung ano yung angas niya if he is not in front of like-minded people or hindi niya kaharap ang mga alam niyang matatalino na kapwa niya abogado. Tingnan niyo may pa ganito pa yung isa niyang mata na parang adik. Bakit parang asong naputulan ng buntot to? Pero you see the decorum, yung behavior sa early interview na as if he is very sure of what he's saying. Parang siguradong sigurado siya. But now, doon sa harap ng NBI, wherein those people are lawyers as well, but hindi niya kinuntest. But hindi siya sumalungat na bakit nyo pinusasan, bakit nyo ipinahiya yung tao. Kasi alam niyang mali yung kanyang narrative nung early interview. Wherein, his intention, ito yung na-miss natin, mga missing point, na may malicious intent nga itong si Attorney Topacio. Bakit niya sinabi yun during his earlier interview? Because gusto niya i-manipulate ang mga viewers and i-summon ang support ng ng people or group of people na alam niyang susuporta sa kanya because these people are against the government. So what he is trying to do here? He wanted to create chaos. He wanted to spread a wrong information, a wrong idea. Ito, wicked, hindi magandang utak ng mga taong to. Sobra pa to sa mga addict na, allegedly, addict na pinatay ng mga Duterte and his cronies. Sobra pa to. Kasi ito hindi nagda-drugs eh. Pero kung mag-isip, addict. So, another missing point here is the government or the agency who's handling decorums and behaviors of lawyers should reprimand this because it is against the decorum of being a lawyer to spread false ideology, false ideas, wherein they know the truth and they know what they're saying is false. They know na alam nila na ang sinasabi nila is mali, but they keep on doing it. They keep on saying it. So, what we're trying to say here is, dapat punahin to eh. Not only by the government, but of those people who governs decorum, behaviors of being a lawyer. This is creating chaos. Gulo ang dinudulot nito. Kasi we cannot deny the fact na maraming tao ang napapaniwala ng tao or ng mga ganitong klaseng tao. So this needs to be stopped. This needs to be noticed. Kasi kung hindi na-notice, hindi naman masastop eh. And this needs to be talked about. Kasi nga, sabi ko, this can bring kaguluhan or chaos sa atin. We are already in chaos. Magulo na tayo. And these people, like Attorney Topacio, adds more to the chaos. So, what I'm trying to ask sa mga viewers natin, mga ka-vapers, is we need to be vigilant. We need to dissect kung ano yung mga sinasabi ng mga taong to and analyze natin by heart. Kung totoo ba, yan yung parang pinagtataka ko, bakit ang daming uto-uto? Totoo lang. And I'm not talking about those people who are, not only those people na medyo less fortunate na hindi nakapag-aral or less ang education, but napapaniwala rin yung mga taong may pinag-aralan. So what's the problem here? The problem is we Filipinos. Bakit patuloy tayong naniniwala sa ganito? Wala ba tayong sariling pag-iisip? Wala ba tayong sariling pag-uunawa? Madali na maintindihan. Gaya ng sabi ko kanina, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand the intention. Hindi natin kailangan maging eksperto sa siyensya or maging doktor or may master's degree para maintindihan kung ano ang gustong mangyari ng mga taong tugaya ni Atty. Topacio. So again, viewers, mga ka-vapers, I summon your deep understanding of our current politics, of trying to distinguish those bad and good people. And those bad people, wag na nating suportahan, please. Alam naman natin, di naman, bobo ba kayo? Parang ganun. So kung di kayo bobo, kung di kayo uto-uto, so dito kayo, kampi kayo sa akin. Kakasama tayo. Yung mga uto-uto naman, tingnan yung mga anak nyo. Bago kayo mag-comment or bago kayo mag-support sa isang tao, tingnan nyo. kung ito bang mga taong sinusuportahan nyo will create a better life for the next generation. Ano bang gusto nyo maging buhay ng mga anak nyo? Kasi, ang sinusuportahan nyo, yan yung magdidikta kung ano magiging buhay ng susunod na henerasyon. So again, mga ka-vapers, again, one last vape for the road. Support natin ang katotohanan. Let's support a good governance. Let's pray to God na maging okay lahat. So thank you very much for watching. Ingat kayo lahat, and we'll see each other in our next episode. Bye-bye, ka-vapers!